We did it. We're live again. It's Monday.
We made it.
Fuck. We made it through the weekend.
We are here.
Yay!
All 2
Hello.
days since we've been here.
I know. Oh, that's why the music sounded weird. It had 2 overlapping. God, what a
I'll
dummy.
do it.
I'm a dummy.
It's okay. We all get one.
One dummy. That's it for the today then. So I don't
Yep.
dummy it up further. So thanks for coming to hang out, everybody. That's it for the stream. We'll catch you next Monday. Don't forget to.
Can't risk looking like a dummy.
And don't forget
Can't
to
do it a
not
second
be
time.
dumb.
Fool me
Oh,
once, can't get fooled again. To quote George Bush.
Oh man, that was a fun marathon stream on Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
I want to do it again. You guys like the sound of that?
Shall. I do.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
do indeed.
We liked it so much, we've decided to do it again. We're looking for a weekend in July to do that, so stay tuned for further announcements where we're gonna marathon again, because that was super fun. It was awesome. Got through a lot of the story, and we had a lot of you in chat throwing around all of those wonderful stream loots, booster pack cards, fucking up the game. Without them, we wouldn't have met Hunk the Goblin.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And I don't remember if it was Noble or if it was Anchor, but you had a Rocks Fall. I wore my my Rocks Fall Everybody Dies shirt. Oh no, Twitch, you can't see me. I gotta like almost take off my shirt so you can see this.
Yeah, put it up
Take it
higher.
off.
Yeah.
Take it off.
It go.
There it is. There it is. Yeah.
Yeah, I can check.
Yeah. Rocks Fall Everybody
Oh
Dies.
yeah,
shirt.
we can see it. Yeah, no worries. Keep it on. TOS.
It's not that type of stream.
Yes.
It could be if you joined our Discord.
Private one-on-one Discord video calls.
That's
Oh
right.
yeah.
Right.
pay us-
Right. I mean,
Coming.
we
never.
got hashtag Sticker Me Daddy. So I mean,
Yeah.
it's just one step further.
It's just a video of Dylan putting stickers all over himself. All
Wow,
over.
fully clothed.
Saying, yes, daddy, yes, sticker me. But he's
Why
the
did I get
daddy.
volunteered as this one?
Well, once you're in the Patreon and you do the sticker me, it'd be Dylan putting a sticker on you.
Ah,
Yeah.
there we go. We'll fly him out.
You can-
Like a
You
cameo.
can come out to where I live. I will not travel.
It's ridiculous.
That's a weird tier.
Ridiculous. That's a weird
Pasties.
tier.
Yeah.
There we go. Stickers as pasties.
That's awesome.
Sif pasties.
I'd buy that
There we
for
go.
$1. But the marathon went wonderful. We had a total of $40 raised, so we're matching that. $80 going to the UCSF Benioff Children's Hospital, to my local, well, that is the local children's hospital in Oakland. And we've got until the end of the month for anybody to continue to donate. You can donate directly to our Extra Life charity page, or if you're in Twitch, you can hit the donate button. Should be pinned there up at the top, or I think there's a donate button somewhere on Cody's face also, so feel free to click on that. Just click all
Below
over
my
it. Let's see
face.
what happens. I love it when people click my face. I'm gonna
I don't have a
move
comment for that one.
away from this now, and
That's your second dummy of the night.
okay.
Let's tally this.
That's why I wanted to stop the stream
It's
right
number
after the
2.
first one. Uh,
We made it not even 10 minutes.
jeez.
It's okay. It's okay.
well, before we jump
Don't
in,
worry.
do you guys have any thoughts or announcements or anything like that before we continue into episode 48?
I
Announcements?
don't think so.
No,
This
I'm-
moment.
It's entirely
No,
possible. No? Okay, well.
no.
Who are you? Who
Hopefully
are
we
you
don't
playing?
TPK.
Right.
My name's Dylan. I'm playing Kolai P. Danumir. He was a human champion of Pharasma. Very excited from last episode. Got Dormition, a very specific Pharasmic weapon. But also, she's now cursed for not going out and seeking Wolgar Rabs to murder that undead guy. So, bummer, but cool, but also a bummer. But mostly cool. So, very excited to see where that all goes.
You're punished for not killing an NPC.
Yeah, I know.
Damned if you do, damned if you don't.
We are going to
Truly.
investigate every corner of this AP moving forward until
For all
Robert
the undead.
specifically says that is outside the scope of this AP. We will be walking down and searching for secret doors.
Well, I guess I was speaking. I'm Jacob. I play a fiery lettuce that is a
Yeah, you do.
an oracle.
Yeah.
I was like prophet. I was like, that doesn't fit. That's,
Close
that's
enough.
wrong. Yes. Yeah, I'm a Leshy Ash oracle named Sifle Flumgast.
Hello, internet world. My name is Cody, and I am also known as Bardtails here on Twitch. I am playing a pyromaniac goblin creature known as Giddy, who also has a hellcat that follows him around everywhere, and her name is Iggy, otherwise known as Ignara. And I'm also proud of Dylan because he didn't call himself a cleric tonight.
Oh, dude, there was half a second.
I noticed.
I almost made a dummy.
I also love watching Robert live editing the stream while we're on the stream.
Nothing's happening.
Uh-huh.
You see nothing.
As if they can't also see it.
You out there in internet land, you don't see a thing. Oh, jeez.
Look over here.
Look over here,
Sleight of
yes.
hand.
Distract you by introducing myself. My name is Nick, and also known as the Big Red. I will be playing Brip Mooncling. I think that's his name.
What? You forgot your
I don't
character.
even know his name.
It's
Yeah,
only been 2
that's
days.
it.
There's
Yeah.
your dummy.
Yeah.
It was a long.
There's mine.
It's a long
See you guys
ass
later.
2 days.
And
Yeah.
yeah, he is a Trip Key Ranger.
Fancy. Fancy. That is a frog person for you uninitiated folks. Good in.
Correct.
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah.
Oh, that's everybody, right?
Yeah, no, unless we have another cast member that you want to introduce tonight.
Well, I would.
Right.
Everybody,
Everybody,
this is
welcome to this.
Brindle Dick Cucumber
Brindle-
hat.
Right.
Hold that
It's
thought.
it's just it's that extra player from Cards Against Humanity. The one card that always happens to win.
Well, that's everybody. I'm Robert, the dummy who's running this shit show. And here we go. Are you guys ready to live
no.
by
Live
the
by
die,
the die,
and die
and
by
then
the
die by the
die?
die.
Oh, God.
One felt abrupt. I wasn't ready. That's on me.
Nice. Well, last time during the marathon stream, there's a bunch of shit that happened. I don't want to recap too much,
all
so
you got.
go watch it. Someone got a cool weapon. There was NPCs died. We met a goblin named Hunk. Lots of cards were played. It was awesome. It was a great time, and we're gonna have some more fun tonight as we start you guys off just outside of a pool. A once radiant pool now lies dim amid the Rusthenge lair. The goblin tribe known as the Rusthenge, they've taken over this space and seem to have been coerced by Chief Ripnugget, a supposedly long-dead goblin from ages ago. And, yeah, you guys are here right now. It's a terrible recap. I'm just gonna stop and switch the scene here.
Watch the other episode.
We're gonna fight some Longfingies.
Longfingies, yes, you hear a voice in Aklos, so that means Calliope, played by Dylan, is the only one that understands. He said something along the lines of, "Who enters my realm without an audience, seeking an audience. An audience.
Back in your
you have-
hands now. I'm giving you the torch back.
It's just a dunce cap.
It is just a dunce cap.
I didn't have to
It's
wear it for
echoing
long.
throughout the webbing, the webbed chamber to the south. You caught mention of this Lord Longfingers from Tunch, a goblin who you'd helped to murder a goblin witch of the Rusthenge tribe named Manargle. And yes, you're not entirely sure what this creature is, but he asks that question. Who are you who enters this realm without seeking an audience with me?
Calliope's eyes go wide hearing this. Again, now the second time something has spoken to her in Aklo, having never used it so far while in Sandpoint.
Yeah, I got wax in my ears or something's talking to us. Calliope?
Yes.
Yeah.
There's something here. I can only assume it's Lord Longfingers. We should
What did it say?
skedaddle. They said, who enters this realm without seeking an audience, so we should run.
Well, I mean, I'm still disguised. I mean, maybe I could. I think they
You'd
have a
like to-
relationship with Tunch.
You could. I guess you could dance at it, right?
I always am down for a good dance.
If you choose, please take the lead. We won't have much time before they come up here. They know we're here.
All right, well, here goes nothing, everybody. I'm
Also,
leading the way once again.
Sometimes it is good to have a dance off.
Come, be not afraid, newcomers. Come southward through the webs. I will ensure my babies do not harm you.
Do we understand any of that other than Calliope?
Still in Aklo?
Yes.
Is Brip walking on the ceiling right now again? Is he still?
Oh yeah.
So this entire area is considered difficult terrain. It should
Mhm.
be already accounted for if we end up in combat, just so you know. But yeah, it's very thick.
Calliope, what did it say?
They'll ensure our safety. There must be many other spiders in here.
Oh goodness.
I don't know that we need to stay. I'll be honest. The door's right there.
It is right there. You are right. Well, what are we feeling?
You hear Gerlunk grumbling. Help! Help me!
Oh, I don't care about him.
I was gonna say, fuck that guy.
Do you want to at least pay respects on the way out?
For me, I mean,
I don't see another reason. Sorry to cut you off. I apologize. Continue. I'm very
I don't
nervous.
really know the guy. If you mean me,
We don't speak the language, so I'm just going to assume we'll just keep going this way.
I think that we can
Come.
leave.
I hear you. I can feel you traversing across the webs. I merely want to talk. That is all.
Calliope in Aklo will say, we mean no harm and are intending on leaving. If you care to speak, we can speak. You can hear us. We can hear you. We meant no disrespect and will exit as quickly as we entered.
Well, perhaps you could answer a question then, before you leave.
Calliope's like backing
Whoa,
into
ew.
so excited about that new
backing,
jacket.
basically like elbowing Silflay to like get out the door. She's just like put her hand down at her hip and is like pressing them out the back door, basically.
Tell me twice.
Okay.
Sure. What again in Aklo? What can I answer for you?
Why has Galunk run through here? He says there was a plant person that scared him. Is there a murderer amidst you? And he kind of chuckles. I also wonder what happened to the rest of the goblins. They would bring us juicy meat gifts every once in a while.
Well, We have come investigating another part of the area we're here that brought us here, and this was a small detour on our way. We essentially just stumbled upon this horde of goblins and have just worked our way through. I think our presence alone scared them off. I'm what they call a long shank.
Ah, I see. Well, perhaps you would like to take up the job of the goblins and continue to keep us fed if you've taken over their lair.
How often do you require feeding?
Well, now would be excellent, and I would be more than happy to grant you free passage amidst my realm. If you
Your
were to
realm is
offer-
just in the spidery area?
No, there are
The webbed
caverns and
area?
tunnels that travel beyond. I had a tentative agreement with the goblins. I would keep whatever lay below and beyond to the southern tunnels away with just my presence and my babies here. And you hear like a skittering kind of echo throughout the chamber.
Well, Calliope's going to turn and whisper. It's like, he says that there's stuff down below that he's keeping from coming up, and we would have to feed the goblins to them. It seems
It's so easy.
frankly fucked up to desecrate the corpses, but
We already burnt them alive. Like,
there's not very many corpses around.
they're already cooked.
Sorry, doesn't understand.
Don't they turn to ash?
Shit.
on,
Yes.
crit, on crit failures, right? They turn to ash.
Got it in my sights.
Many
Yeah,
turn
yeah.
into
On
ash.
crit for that. Not yeah. If they just fail, they're just charred.
Oh yeah,
Well-
Brett, you can see the dude.
Oh yeah, I've got it targeted and all.
I can see it too.
Oh,
Well, yes, I could too.
kind of
Uh,
standing in the darkness beyond.
Oh, it's a
Err.
Pathfinder version of the Ettercap. I don't know what it's called there.
Oh,
I don't know what it's
yeah.
called here.
Yeah.
It is an Ettercap, but
Oh, it is an Ettercap. Okay.
remaster parlance, it's called a web lurker.
That's
That's
right.
Lurker.
Wow, that thing's
bi-
cool.
Bipedal, monstrous-looking creature. It's got the face of not quite a spider, more of like an ant with 8 eyes.
Yeah, like a
6
predator
eyes.
mouth.
Oh, no, it does have 8
Getting
eyes.
off my screen.
Getting off my
Yeah, I'm
screen.
not really a fan of this image. It's awesome, but it's terrifying.
Yeah.
Man,
Makes
it's
my
like reminds
skin
me
crawl.
of like a Scyther.
Yeah, it's got the big long finger claw.
That is the worst version of Scyther.
Yeah,
That is the one that no
It's
one
like
wants
a
to catch.
Chernobyl
Scyther's
Scyther.
backwood uncle.
yeah.
Well,
H.R. Giger drew Scyther.
if you should
Ah.
wish to pass through, an offering beyond Gerlunk would be appreciated, and I would be happy to help.
Help with what exactly?
Anything. If the goblins
Interesting.
are gone, then I may seek to take over the rest of this lair and claim it as my own if you're just passing through.
No. There are still
Mhm.
goblins here that we have yet to see. We may meet again after they're dispatched fully, but at this point, I would recommend you wait a little longer and satisfy your hunger with Gerlunk there.
I will. We shall. Isn't that right? And then you hear the skitterings and chitterings of hundreds of spiders, as well as kind of seeing the webs kind of vibrate as they move unseen. Maybe you see like a black veil of hundreds of them kind of move across the walls, or maybe across the thick web in front of you. But he'll say before you depart, it sounds like, if you choose to come back this way, bring something we can eat. and then you hear the screams of Grelunk echoing throughout.
That's it. Let's go. Let's get out of here. Back up. Go, go, go. Move along, children. Standing in the doorway. Mommy can't get through. And she shut that door.
Help!
Yep.
No!
That's kind of fucked up that we
It's
just
in
let him
my
get
nose.
eaten like
Get
that.
out of my nose. My
Ooh, not the
ears.
nose.
Only you did. None of us know what they said.
She fills you in on
We have
everything.
no idea what happened.
She immediately fills you in on everything.
Oh, well.
Well, should we just
mm.
kill it then?
I mean, it kind of seems like a good deal, right?
We can come back and if we need. Well, do we need assistance now?
If
I
we
don't-
need to go down, which we
Yes.
might.
True. That's we should dispatch of whatever is down this secret tunnel, and then we can revisit them.
If all they need is another goblin corpse, there are plenty. Oh, I look at Brip. We can feed them tunch.
Giddy is wildly uncomfortable with most of these scenarios.
Yeah, I know. I would. I think we need to see what we're dealing with here first. We should. The main task. I appreciate you all taking that minor detour. That was very. This is quite an experience, religious experience for me. I've lost my ability to speak.
Just so
It was
awestruck for
so
words.
so incredible. So yes, she's just like holding, like really clasping Dormition at her hip, that dagger, not basically just like, is this real? Kind of
Oh no.
pinching herself in a dream type of thing. The foundry go away.
It's
I
sure did. Give me a second. Keep talking.
I saw
rolled a
some.
little bit of a recall knowledge while we were chatting up that thing.
What? Say that again. I'm sorry.
I rolled a recall knowledge.
Oh, nice.
What'd you get?
I rolled it privately.
Oh. Well, shoot.
I think the foundry is
Yeah, it crashed.
and taking a dummy.
The
It's-
foundry is broken.
Taking the dummy.
Critical failure. At least it wasn't us this time.
Yeah, truly.
Right. Does Foundry have to draw a fumble card, a critical
Mhm.
fumble card?
Yeah.
It does. And it's called giving us all the modules for free.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, Paizo and Foundry?
Yeah. I
So,
think
suddenly the
so.
stream is shut down.
Oh my God! They're in my house.
Get down!
Yeah.
They're not WotC. They wouldn't do that.
It's like
That's-
that
No, exactly.
Paizo Enforcement Agency. They're just like a bunch of operators with paintball guns.
right.
We all get arrested.
Yeah.
And
That
it's like,
that
oh, no,
actually happened this
they
week.
hand delivered it. I have it. It's a real
All right,
book.
should be back up.
Rue just appears in our house and in our houses throughout the week.
We have returned. Doom
Yes.
approaches.
Doom.
Doom approaches again.
Doom, 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 doom.
All right, so you
Doom,
guys
right.
find
doom,
yourselves
doom,
in
doom.
the again in the pit where that four-legged that big lizard creature clambered out of.
Lizzie.
You're surrounded by detritus and bones.
Hell yeah, we are.
Poop. It smells like pee, and there's a
No.
little bit of blood everywhere.
Not the lizard
Fantastic.
pee. You ever have a lizard pee on you? It's an experience.
And poop.
Yeah, it's
Nope.
And poop.
Yep. I've owned a lot of animals, pets.
Same.
Had a lot of pets in my life.
uh
All right.
I'm
Yep.
going to move
I don't know
through
why that made me
and
laugh.
attempt to climb up so we
Yeah.
can. Rip doesn't have to climb; he just walks across the ceiling.
Right.
Okay.
Spider frog. Spider frog.
You guys clamber out.
Aye,
Ethan,
yeah.
Dobby.
It takes you a little bit of time.
Rest in peace, Dobby.
You're back in the
Poor Dobby.
throne room of the Whistlefangs with the secret entrance tunnel to a lair, the area where Chief Rip Nugget is supposed to be.
Would my treat wounds immunity be over, or has it been not been 60 minutes?
It has not been an hour, no.
Okay.
And based on your
Okay.
nature check, I think I can tell you something about that
Oh, I
web
forgot
lurker.
about that. Do you want me to just Google it? I'm just kidding.
That's not good.
Web lurker
Cries of
stats.
deficit.
Oh, it's all funny.
That's a critical recall knowledge. You have permission to Google this creature.
Yeah,
Just
exactly.
get to open archives.
Here's the
Web lurkers
archives link.
are also known as ettercaps. They dwell in the layers of spiders and swarms, but actively cultivate and shepherd such vermin. They are highly intelligent creatures, denizens of the Darklands, and are known to enjoy their isolation, but will, much like vermin, eat anything.
Do I know what creature type it would be?
It would be considered an aberration.
Good, I don't have to go back and kill it immediately.
I don't know. You don't know if it's undead or not. It could have both traits.
That's what I was thinking. I was
Oh.
if it was undead, I was gonna say we better go kill it.
No, I don't think
say
it's
we would
undead.
be back. We could be back. I do think the greatest threat still is Rip Nugget.
I would say we do know who is undead. Rip Nugget.
Yes, that we know for certain.
And he's supposed to be through this door.
Correct.
Door to the north.
We still have an item we haven't identified in our inventory.
Where is it? Show me the item.
Where is it?
Show me.
It's just
Sword of
all
Iron.
turned into Batman.
It is it's a rune. So you guys can go ahead and
Oh. Well,
Roll what?
roll your identify magic checks there in the
Pew,
chat.
pew, pew.
might be.
What
More
what
minutes
is
to
my
do so.
appropriate skill?
We
Let me
also-
see what I have here. Do I have any of that?
It
I
will
have a
take
little bit
time
of
to
that.
apply, but it would be good to know what it is.
Unless it's one of those instant runes.
Oh, like a
Never heard of that.
talisman?
So
That's something like that. I was just thinking like
With-
a pill.
with that grasshopper and the apple reed mutagen, Brip could probably do something insane because it gives you. Because I have the jumping, but that apple reed mutagen gives me a 10-foot status bonus to speed, which would give me a 30-foot climb speed, which in theory could get me somewhere very fast. And I could even jump and climb, so keep that in mind for something cool.
Fair enough.
Just you do a flying jump kick at somebody and just like stick to them
Yes.
like those magnetic darts.
Guys, spend 10 minutes looking at a rune. And
Oh,
We
looks
all
like
fail.
that,
You guys are able to identify it.
I didn't realize it would take 10 minutes.
Yeah.
That's a brain fart.
That's the action.
to look at it very firmly.
Yep.
I like that we all climbed up out of the pit and then just
Stood in the doorway.
like grouped up, yeah, between the doorway and just like this dead, decrepit goblin in the throne
cool.
chair.
Yeah.
Just
Tell
like,
you what, it makes for good audio content.
Yep. Did we identify it or nah?
Yep. It is a rune of raiment. Armor can be
That's cool.
disguised with a mere thought. With the
Oh, that's
activate
fancy.
action, you can change the shape or appearance of this armor to reappear as an ordinary fine clothes of your imagining. We got a card play.
Yeah, we
Hidden
did.
Cash.
Oh
Look
shit! Hell
at
yeah!
That. Played by Legend
was
of Bricks.
that used-
Thank you for that, sir. You find a hidden
Is raiment?
cash. GM rolls on a level appropriate treasure table. That is a rare card. While I roll that up, Looks like
Dobby was
Calliope's-
hiding something.
Yeah. Raiment, what was it used to be?
Good thing we took time to look for that rune.
Probably
What it
glamour.
used to be called?
A
Glamour, that's what
Look
it
at-
is. Yeah.
Shout
say
out
that
Legend
is
of
not
Reps.
what it
Thank
used to
you
be
for
called.
That booster pack purchase. It is
Yep,
gonna
glamored.
help them out for what's to come.
Get some stuff.
That's pretty neat. So you could be wearing like full plate, no one would even know.
Yeah. I had a fighter that had that.
There's
But
a ring that
it was
hides your weapon
dumb.
too, so that'd be a cool
Oh.
combo.
You can have
She
the
died in the
bikini armor
dragon's
now.
mouth.
Yes, bikini
Oh
time.
yeah,
No.
you're just in a bikini and your full plate is hidden.
That's
That
how
is
you know
not
you high level.
Calliopes. Yeah,
That-
that's true. Yeah.
That's the next sticker.
God no.
Oh
No.
The
She-
world full
Yeah.
circle.
It would sell. It would sell, but I don't know that that's Calliope's character at all.
There's always a beach episode in every anime.
Fair. We're
How
not
about
to that
balance?
point yet. We got to get a little bit further in.
We can all wear the bikini.
Exactly.
I think Brip would,
There we
would look
go.
the funniest.
That's actually hilarious.
Yeah.
Ignara has a bikini on too.
Jeez.
Over all 6 titties.
Yeah,
That's good.
It's anatomically accurate.
Still Flesh still wearing the mask.
Of
Always.
course. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just Vince Vegating up over here, so.
Yeah.
Souffle would be like in the mask and hat still, I imagine.
I like to think that Giddy would just be in a Speedo.
That fits.
All right, so as Calliope, you pass by the secret entrance. Well, there's a stack of spears next to the wall, and one of them catches your eye. It seems to have a gleam of magic about it. As you
Look at
kind
that.
of investigate further behind the stack of spears, you find a key that's got a skull on the handle. You find a feather token. It's in the shape of a
Ooh.
fan, a potion, and 73 gold pieces.
Damn.
Dang.
Ooh, is that feather token from our former life?
No,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
Oh, it's a different one. Okay.
Well, look at this stuff.
Look at this stuff. Isn't it neat?
Yeah, wouldn't you think that our collection's complete?
Disney will show up and
Yeah, Disney
Yeah.
will kill us.
They will.
That's absolutely true.
Yes, cease and desist. I
Wouldn't
can hear
you
it at the
think
door
I'm
now.
the girl? Well, this is all like fair rendition, I would say. Parody, for sure.
Yes, and it's under 6 seconds, so we are good.
Fair.
Um,
All fair.
Fair,
Wow, this is
dear.
great stuff. Do we want to look? We just identified this rune. I feel like standing outside this door. We're standing on someone's doorstep and they know we're coming.
You know what?
It's a
I'm
little
gonna do-
awkward.
I'm just gonna
Standing
identify them all
outside
for
the
ya, so
fire.
we're not
Perfect.
wasting any
Cool.
time.
Actually, you know what?
Skippity doo dah.
I know what
does
all
seem
this
to
is.
come- Oh, and there's even this note at the bottom. Some sort of
Yeah.
itemization.
Instructions.
Yeah.
They all come with instructions.
Yeah.
Insert into what?
Whoa, potion of fire
So
retaliation.
you find a +1 striking spear, a skeleton key, which is pretty dope, a feather token
Oh.
fan, and like Dylan said, a potion of fire retaliation. Honor it.
Feather token fan is what we had. Is what
It's not
Sip
the
picked
same
up.
one.
It's not the same one. I know. But it's what I got to use.
Wow.
Oh, that's a cool looking key.
Here you go, Brip. It don't know how to open doors without my foot. So here you go.
Oh,
Thank
I'd
you,
love
legend.
to take that key.
Please.
I already have one like it.
I
I'd
had
love
to
have
process
another.
that sentence for a minute. I don't know how to open doors without my feet.
It meaning she kicks doors open.
Yeah,
but-
no, I got there eventually.
Yeah,
I just
sorry.
like, no, most people don't do that.
Yeah. Sorry. I'm very still I don't know if cursed is the right word, but Volgar Rabs is stuck in my head.
The
That
sneaky
dagger
key.
really rattled you.
I don't think it was the dagger. It was more of a feeling of incompletion.
We're not killing somebody. We should. Speaking of not killing somebody, we should probably deal with Rick Nugget.
Let's go.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say lighting the Twinks Theater on fire again. I'm not gonna lie.
Let's leave. Go back to town. Travel for 8 hours. Go burn down Serdak's theater. Come back. We're
I can be
now an
on
evil
that.
party. Yeah.
I don't know.
Uh,
So I feel like Silflay's halfway there.
Okay. Does anybody else want any of this stuff right now? I'm set.
I took the key.
Perfect. The rest, just throw it in a satchel, and we can.
What's
it will
cool,
be nice to have these runes, though. We can repurpose these.
I think I can
yeah.
use these 2 keys together.
2 keys, 1 frog, 1 door.
Mm.
That's better.
Not sure where that's going, but
2 keys. Yeah.
1 door, 2 keys, 1 door. We start chanting as we walk down the hall.
no.
Doesn't make any sense. Just kidding. We don't do that. But I'm going. I'm going in.
Gonna
Calliope
put
is
the
walking
stuff
up towards
in,
the door.
Group stash.
Yeah, I think just stash it.
I think we probably all 3 of the people that happen to get up close on occasion, which is everybody but Rip. I think one of us each would have had a Devil's Breath incense.
Good
Mm.
idea.
Don't
I
fight
like
me,
the
just
idea
do
of
it.
prepping.
Just do it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I do.
Probably a good call.
Calliope does it.
Perfect. I don't know how to just take 1 though, so
Drag it into your inventory, and then it'll ask for quantity.
got it. Go. Let's go.
Oh, so far.
I am
That
expert.
incense really adjusted your voice.
Sorry. Yeah, I had some ash stuck in my throat.
What the fuck is this thing?
Were you eating ash?
I'll put that thing in my inventory when I can find it. But yeah, Calliope's up at the door and listens at the door.
Okay. You listen at the door and you don't hear much. Maybe the occasional sound of footsteps walking across worked stone or tile. Slight grumblings, but not much beyond that.
Well, I'm gonna open it with my foot. And she just opens the door normally. Sword is out, ready to go. Of course, we're battle ready.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got my snake in my hand.
Oh, guys.
I got my staff.
Uh-oh.
All right. You open the door and you see a large study or library. You're not entirely sure, but you do see, at least from where you're at, 2, maybe 3 creatures. One of them looks like this.
Mm.
One set of them look like that, and
Looking
another
like this and
looks
looking
like
that.
this.
This is like
A little
Blade
bit of
2.
this,
Oh,
Should
and a
we-
little bit of
no.
that.
Maybe describe them for the audio listeners.
Yeah, I was working on. You want to jump on that? Cody?
Okay.
Go for it.
This
Sure.
many.
So the first creature looks like a humanoid ghoul, but with their legs end in like these weird horse feet that have like talons on the end instead
They
of
got the
hooks.
backwards knees.
They got the backwards knees. He has a bloodied sword, some skulls on his hips tied to a belt, some fur on the belt as well, a chainmail, and his mouth opens up terrifyingly in 3 different directions with a very long tongue and red eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, the
This-
jaw's like just as long as the tongue, though.
Yeah, it's like
It's
that
very
anime
reminiscent
parasite.
of the creature we fought under Rusthenge,
Yes.
It
whose name I
sure
cannot
is.
recall at this moment. I
Hey,
think
he
it
had a-
started
he
with
had
an
a-
A.
Had a freaky tongue, though. Could
Yeah.
like paralyze you.
Adelmar? Was that it?
Edelweiss.
You know.
Anal Vice? No, that's a good name.
No, Edelweiss, not Anal-Vice. Anyway,
Hey, man.
Anal vice. Anal
somebody here
vice.
hasn't. No, never mind.
You think you'd want it to go
So
the
that's
other
the first
way.
one.
Anyways, you open the door, Calliope.
Yes.
And it looks like the creatures aren't really paying you any mind. It looks like each of them have a book in hand. There is a goblin that has several books in front of him on a desk. He's kind of going through them, slowly turning pages, going one by one. As he hears you open the door, though, he says,
I thought I told you, Whistlefangs, to leave me alone. This will be the end of your clan. Now leave!
without even turning up from away from his book. But from what you can see from the back of him, he's wearing some kind of ancient or very old breastplate, kind of rusted over, and he's got a very, very intimidating dog slicer at his side. He's wearing footless boots. I don't know how the hell you describe that.
Footless
but
boots.
Greaves?
Greaves, yeah.
Yeah, Greaves are like leg
his
protectors.
his goblin feet are
Footloose boots.
clearly clearly
Footloose
free
boots.
and
And-
decaying. As he's talking to you from over his shoulder, you can see that his jaw is slightly dislocated and maybe bits of flesh are falling from his jaw as he's talking. And maybe you also see the glint of glowing eyes, which is not natural.
Did he say that in Goblin?
He says that in Goblin, yes.
So Calliope probably just like edges to. She's edging a lot this episode.
So edgy.
Leans a little bit to one side, basically like somebody else say something in Goblin because I don't know what to do.
All right, hold on a minute. I'm
And
gonna
you're still-
turn off my disguise so I don't look like Tunch anymore.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if you were gonna keep it on.
No, I have a
I
feeling.
cast fireball.
Based on what he said, that might not be good if I come in looking like Tunch. So Giddy's gonna very slowly walk into the room here with Iggy right behind him, and just clear his throat and just say, "Excuse me, Chief. I am actually not one of the Whistlefangs."
He whips his head over, and as he does so, there's like this trail of fire that leaves from his eyes, and he looks at you up and down, and he says,
Yes, you clearly are not. Well, come in then. You must be Sandpoint's newest batch of heroes.
What a bastard.
Come, let us see what you look like before we end you.
I mean, it depends on who you ask if we're heroes or not, because if you ask some people, it's probably a no.
What
And
say
there's
you?
definitely only 3 of us.
Oh, you can't fool me.
I would never try to fool a goblin chief such as yourself.
Your flattery will lead you nowhere.
Well, if it weren't for you, I wouldn't have even been in Sandpoint, to be fair.
What brings you into my domain? Quickly, I don't have the patience for this. I must get back to my research.
Calliope's going to keep standing there.
It's going to
keep-
Drew.
No, never mind.
Leave her alone. She's edging.
Sorry.
as you guys are contemplating how to respond, let me give you
Sorry.
a
Yeah.
description of what the room looks like a little bit better. So the room is about 10 foot high, where it's made, 10 foot high chamber. The walls are made of white stone with redwood paneling running along the lower 2 feet, trimmed in gold. There are glowing flames that flicker in sconces on the walls in any direction. There is the floor is made of polished red stone, And directly in front of you is a large inset gold 7-pointed star that's inlaid in the floor. It probably reaches about 20 foot across in either direction. There are wooden shelves filled with books, tablets, and scrolls that stand in the room or sit against the walls, while there's a wooden desk heaped with additional books and scrolls that sit to the north. To the east and west, you see that there's three-stepped alcoves in which sit a black stone platform edged in golden runes and adorned with another inlaid 7-pointed star, slightly smaller than the larger one directly in front of you. The platform to the east, however, there are 2 hideous dead bodies that lie in a heap together. If you spend any time kind of looking at them, they resemble these creatures that are helping Chief Ripnugget read through these books and scrolls. And how do you respond to his quest?
Quickly.
I have come to read you this poem. As Giddy whips out a scroll and
okay.
starts reading off this scroll that may or may not be a spell to cast Wall of Fire.
Okay, let's roll for initiative. You
Wow.
would use deception. But we're going to take a quick break before we do that, so stick around. We'll be back in about 5 minutes, folks, and then we'll get into this battle with Chief Ripnugget. Oh, we got a card played by who? I don't see it. Who played it?
Oh wait, there's a card.
There's a card.
There's a cat. Oh, there it
Where
is. A +1 to your AC, I guess the next melee attack.
Yes. Haha. Another card played by Legend of Reps. I don't see who
Grazie
you're
mille.
assigning that to, so let's go to the break and you can tell us who you want to give that to. And we'll be back. Thanks again, Legend. We'll be back shortly.
Bye-bye. Man,
Bye.
finally
for now.
doing it. We're finally fighting the Nugget of Rips.
that
Right.
ripping that nugget.
Yeah. Till
Always
we
be.
till we TPK like we did on the last boss.
Fucking hope not. I hope
That'd be
not.
wild.
I would be very sad.
Oops.
Oh, that's hella funny.
Well,
What muted?
little
I
peek
was
behind the
just
camera.
unboxing a
Oopsies.
new role playing system book that I got called The Burning Wheel. Was excited. It was referred to me by a friend of mine, and I was curious to check it out.
All right, that is our break. You guys are about to start this fight with Chief Ripnugget and some sin spawn. What
in.
kind of sin? They'll have to get bit to find out. It looks like Legend of
tempt me.
Reps is assigning the Streamloots booster card to Calliope, where
Sweet.
they get
Good choice.
+1 to their AC
Excellent
against
choice.
the next melee attack. If it's a
Good
miss, they get
choice,
to
good
use
choice.
a reaction to strike. Hell
Nice.
yeah.
nice.
All right, so we got everybody's initiative.
Great.
Yeah, we got. Well, let me just start this damn battle. Yeah, start this
Hell
dang
yeah, I
old
can
dang
go
battle.
fucking last.
Still a damn barrel.
Rip with
Oh,
a
man.
35, Giddy with a 30, Rip Nugget with a 25, some of the Sin Spawn, then Silflay with an 18, more Sin Spawn, and then Calliope is dead last. All right,
With a
Rip,
natural 2 for a new wave. Eh?
you can start
Rip.
us off.
Brip is gonna do a common thing. Brip is gonna hunt prey. Hunts prey on Rip Nugget, so he hunts prey on the flaming goblin he sees that he doesn't really know entirely that it's Rip Nugget, but he knows that 'tis the enemy. And with a
Yes.
1-action hunt prey, allowing a 2-action hunter's aim strike on the off-guard creature. 12 on the die for a 28.
Okay, 28's a hit.
Rolled okay.
Oh,
Okay,
pretty
23
decent.
Yeah, I will.
Nom 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 nom.
Ah!
Ooh.
Ah,
And
you
that is
have one
all
in the
of
hall
Rip's
behind you
actions.
too, then, eh?
No,
Come out and play.
that
been a
was
while.
just. I don't know what that just was. I got nothing.
It's a really big mosquito.
Exactly. Just a really big mosquito.
All right, Giddy,
They're
you're
from
up.
Alaska.
All right. So Giddy was using this scroll that we found a while back for a wall of fire.
Okay.
It looks like we have some options for how that can work. And I think
Oh, yeah.
I would like to do a 60 feet long, 10-foot high wall of fire.
60-foot
Um,
long, 10-foot high wall of fire.
Yes. And I would like to draw that.
Okay.
Maybe. I don't know if I can draw that actually.
Just point to where you want it. And I'll
Oh,
draw.
actually, hold on. I found a way.
Okay.
The wall is going to go right across the front of these people's.
Okay. That wall is on fire.
Nope, drawing multiple things now. And I don't 100% know how this works because I've never used the scroll. So I know that to use the scroll itself essentially was 2 actions, but I already had it out and ready at the beginning of combat. The spell itself was a 3-action spell, technically, but I don't know how that works with the scroll.
I think you can just use it if it's on your spell list.
Right, which it is. So
That's it.
I guess my question is that 1 action or all 3 actions?
So I think all the actions are included in the spell. So you're using the cast the spell action. I think that'd just be 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
Makes sense to me. All right, and then with that last action, Giddy is going to send Ignara towards this closest ghoul thing in front of Calliope.
Okay.
And that is our turn.
All right. It is Rip Nuggy's turn. You guys encountered Rip Nuggy and Longfingy in 1 episode. Giddy, Calliope, and Ignara, the 3 of you, now that you've kind of entered the room a bit more, you feel a sense of dread kind of emanating from Rip Nugget. Like everything feels a bit unholy, we'll say. As you can kind of see him grinning from ear to ear, kind of smiling, giggling, laughing even, as he takes 3 actions to summon a creature.
No.
Where is so?
Does it appear this round? I don't know how it works in this.
It does. So he takes
Oh,
a
okay.
3-action. It's a 3-action ability to summon a ghostly gecko.
Ghostly gecko.
It appears right next to him.
Ooh.
No,
That
it's
is a
too
ghostly
cute.
gecko.
He says, Stickfoot, it's time to play. We have new heroes to slay.
No.
Well, at least it has to walk through the wall of fire first.
Stickfoot. Old Stickfoot.
And that's a callback to Rise of the Rune Lords. All right.
Yeah.
It is one of the Sin Spawn's turn. Further to the west. You guys might not be able to see it. But, So Stickfoot is essentially a medium-sized gecko. From head to tail, it's about 5 feet long. And about the size of a large doggy. But this one is ghostly, but seems somewhat substantial. And this sin spawn, a little bit to the west, is going to take an action to... Oh, it's got no weapons, so let's just run up on Iggy. First action is to stride.
Oh, there's more.
It's going to get right next to Iggy. Next action is to claw. We'll do 2 actions to claw. How about that? 2 claws. Claw, claw. One's a crit.
Oh.
And the other is a miss. So you're just going to take crit damage. This is going to you, Giddy.
Uh-oh.
Get clawed for 14 points of damage.
Ooh.
Okay. Not as bad as what I was thinking. For a crit,
and
we'll
that's
take it.
all of its actions. This one that is caught behind the wall of fire to the north is going to have to move through it, and it will. So what do I need to do, Cody?
Let me tell you in just a moment. As I pull that spell back up, I'm probably going to have that on hand. So for Wall of Fire, any creature that crosses the wall or occupying it at the start of its turn takes 4d6 fire damage. You don't do a thing, you just get hit.
All right, that sounds crazy. Go ahead and roll 4d6 as it runs right up to you.
All right. At least I don't see anything in there that requires a save. So this thing is going to take 14 plus 1 fire damage because of my features.
Okay, it takes it. And there's one action. It moves so fast through that fire.
I don't like it.
It singes its flesh a bit. It just snarls, clapping its open jaws, whipping its tongue around. It's going to try to bite you for its second action. First attack. That is
I don't like it.
hit with a 21. There's some damage. Go ahead and roll a will save while you're at it.
Ruh-roh.
8 points of damage.
Nat 20, baby!
Nice.
For a 30.
20. All right.
Choo choo.
You feel your emotions rise for just a second, but before you can understand them, the feeling dissipates. And its next action is to... it's going to try and bite you again. Why not?
I know. I don't like it.
Ooh, that might be a hit. That is with a 22.
Gross.
Minimum damage. 5 points of damage, and roll another will save, please.
All right. That's less good. That's a 17.
That is a failure. You become sickened 2.
Oh, I
And
don't feel so good, guys.
you suddenly feel like you need to. You feel like your friends are hoarding too much of the loot you've been finding. You feel like you deserve a bit more than what they've been sharing. For whatever reason. Not entirely sure why.
I definitely took an extra go on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that crosses your mind. You're like, why am I thinking about this? But you're a little mad at Silflay. As we go to Silflay's turn.
I don't think my move is going to surprise anybody here. I'm going to raise my hands up and kind of lose part of my body as I create a cloud of ash across the room. I'm just going to nuke everybody. And I got to figure out where the... Aha. We want... I can't get the other sin spawn without... I miss the sin spawn. Or maybe. I don't know. Maybe it hits him. Sorry. I'm just going to look at Giddy like... I'm sorry about Iggy.
That's okay. Is she gonna handle it?
As I'm going to blast everybody in the radius. I don't know if that technically touches the sin spawn or not.
It does. So you're gonna catch all of the enemies, including Ignara and Stickfoot that just appeared. So could you roll a fortitude save for Ignara, please?
It's 21. It's actually in the chat. You can click that. It is slashing damage, it's not fire
Goodness
damage.
gracious, great
Right.
balls of fire.
Well, the bright side is Iggy rolled 29.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
So I will roll damage here. It's going to be 16 damage, 32 if it's a crit. And anybody who fails, well, is it fail or I've cast it enough? I should know this. Unless they crit succeeded, they do get the fire weakness 3 until the next turn. Critical is for a minute. Sorry, failure is for a minute, and critical is just double damage.
Okay. So 2 sin spawn are gonna take half. Let's see. Failure, crit failure. So 2 sin spawn and Stickfoot are going to take full damage, as well as get the failure effect on them. And Rip Nugget critically failed.
Oh,
Nice.
record.
Get
Take it.
wrecked. Die.
Yeah.
So
Die,
we'll take
fool.
double that.
At 2 points of slashing.
Oops. Oh, wait. One more time. Forgot to hit the double. I'll just do this.
Right.
And 2 extra slashing, you said, right?
Oh no. He does have a weakness 3 to fire.
Oh, yes.
Did he get that dude up in the corner? Says he, oh, he's injured. Never mind. Cool. And I only have 1 action left, so I'm just gonna shield myself.
Okay.
Nice.
And that's my turn.
It's a good turn. I'm a fan of that turn.
Oh, I
It
need to
is.
apply my curse effect to myself.
This sin spawn is right in front of Ignara, so it's just gonna target the fire cat. Meow. Meow. This cat is on fire. Let's do.
I feel like that's a rerun, but I love it every time.
As it should be.
Yeah.
Let's just do. I like the bites. Let's just bite.
I like it to bite.
I like
bites.
the bite. Let's just do 3 bites.
You want to get an eat to bite? How about that?
Pew pew pew.
Oh,
Saw that.
Crit miss.
Critical miss.
All right, crit
Bet.
miss, and 1 hit. Give some damage to you, Gide. That'll be 7 points of damage to Giddy. Ignara takes
Oh,
the
thanks.
brunt
I
of
hated
it.
it.
You feel Ignara's pain. One
Uh,
other.
hey.
Oh, go ahead.
Iggy, we gotta work on this.
Sin spawn up in the northwest of this study, or you guys aren't entirely sure what to call it. It's gonna run through the fire. And roll 46 again.
Eh. That's gonna be 11 points of fire damage altogether.
All right, it's gonna take 11. And it is going to run right up for its second action, standing in front of both Giddy and Calliope. Who's gonna swing on? The Goblin or the Pharasman? Let's pick. Let's roll a die. Figure it out. 1 to 2 Giddy, 3 to 4 Calliope. That is on Giddy. You're gonna get attacked
great.
once. We'll do another jaw attack. They're hungry. That is going to be a miss with a total of 18. To finish the first round out, we go to Calliope.
Praise Caden.
Man, Jesus. Yeah. Praise Caden indeed. Calliope is there. Thankfully, somebody ran right up next to her, so she can quickly slash down upon them with her bastard sword. Let me T for target. And she swings down one-handed at them. That almost was a natural 20, but it's a 14 on the die. For a total of 26 for a hit. There is the damage roll. Be high, be high. That's really fucking low. That is 6 points of damage.
Some things never change, Dylan.
Oh god, I don't know what it is. So unfortunate.
I'll take the 6.
And she will swing again. Same one. Hacking again. This time I'm going to roll max damage, and it's got 1 hit point left. It's a 19 on the die for a total of a 26 again. There is damage. And that's an 8 and a 1. Okay, so 11 points of damage total.
Oh, nice.
I'm also enfeebled 2 right now, so my strength is not good at the moment. So
You can describe your kill.
she's just hacking at this nasty thing, trying to catch it wherever she can, honestly. She does not like these things, does not want to get bit by these things. She will, with the last action, she will step further into the room and try to get on the other side of the goblin just north of Giddy, keeping line of sight open for the hallway into the rest of the room, but trying to get further in and hopefully draw some target away from Giddy and Ignara.
For the audio listeners, it is a sin spawn.
Yes.
The only goblin on the board is Rip Nugget and Giddy.
Sorry about that. Yes, thank you. I tried to be descriptive and got hung up on north and south.
They both bite.
Yeah. Fair, very fair. And that'll be her turn.
All right, top of round 2. Brip, you are still outside of the room to the south in the hallway.
All right, Brip is going to use running reload to stride forward, climbing 20 feet. Okay. And
Now in the
2
room.
action hunters aim on Rip Nugget. A 5 on the die for a 21.
Oof.
Miss.
One is a miss.
Bwomp, bwomp, bwomp. That is my turn.
Okay.
Don't get them all.
Giddy. Not looking so good.
All right. I think Giddy's gonna look over towards Iggy and be like, "All right, Iggy, I think we need to take a minute." So Giddy and Iggy are going to act together and run back into this hallway behind Sylphlay. I would love to move Ignara, but Foundry is doing the thing where it doubles the token and then doesn't move them.
Yeah, it like made you both like slide together, but that was it.
Where did you want Iggy to go? Just
Down with me into the hallway,
okay.
if possible, and if not, right in front of Sylphlay, probably where the movement would end.
5, 10, 15, 20.
Or beside Sylphlay. Yeah.
20.
Yeah, there you go.
So that's one action. And then Giddy is going to turn his back towards Sylphlay and try to heave out this poison or whatever is inside of him right now. So we're gonna make a throw up roll for a 21.
21 is a success, so you can lower the sicking condition by 1.
Nice.
And we have one more left, so we're gonna try to get rid of that last little bit of illness.
Okay.
For a 23.
Success.
So that'll-
You are no
that'll
longer
do it?
sickened. Yep. But you still have this faint feeling that your friends are fucking you over with the loot.
Souffle, did you take an extra garnet?
Just like wiping puke off his chin.
Yeah, exactly. Just like, wait a minute. Did you take an extra garnet?
We already had this conversation.
I need to have it again. And that's Giddy's. That's all 3 actions.
Okay. After Giddy, it is
Rip my nugget.
Rip Nugget's
Rip.
turn. What's he gonna do?
Run through the wall of fire and die.
Let's see. He's going to mount Stickfoot. So he's now
Make a ride track.
riding. Wrong game.
I know.
Riding Stickfoot. And let's see. I'll just for the sake of simplicity from my side, action to mount. And then just double check here. He's gonna have. He's gonna take an action to command Stickfoot to move onto the wall. Let me double check Stickfoot's movement here.
Deja vu.
Oh wow. Okay. So they got
Trying to one-up Rip now.
Right.
they got some movement on Stickfoot. So we're gonna go onto the wall here. 5. And then up 10 feet, so 15. And then they are 10 feet up, so they're still going to get affected by the wall. Uh, 5, 15, 20, 25, 30, 40. Go ahead and roll damage for the wall of fire.
Yes, I'm
See you one frog and raise you one
gonna
gecko.
be 17.
Dang! Dang. I don't like that.
I like the scroll.
I don't like that.
Yeah.
That's okay. No, not Stickfoot. Just Oh no, Stickfoot will take it too. That's right. Okay.
I was gonna say, wait, what?
It's immune to fire.
Alright, so took 2 actions to do that. Stickfoot's actions are spent. He's got 1 action left. Oh, I should have went the other way. You know what? He will.
Suspense is killing me.
Find out next week.
He'll,
I know.
Whispers of Derm.
he will. He'll take a potion out
Oh,
and ready it for next turn.
Whatever, girl.
It is Sinspawn, just beyond the wall's turn. It's going to move up to Calliope. And I think this is the first time it's swinging on Calliope, so you get your +1 from Legend of Reps.
ah, yes.
And if it's a failure,
yeah,
you get
yeah.
your reaction to strike if you'd like.
Fail, 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 fail.
So it's going to try and bite ya. Second action, first strike. Ah, come. Critical hit.
Fuck.
Choo choo.
Dang, even on a with a +1, that's kind of
You'll
Bone
take 20.
sauce.
Oh, not it. Jeez, oh Pete, I hate when I do that.
Same.
Calliope, you'll take 22 points of damage.
Bummer.
And
happens
go
whenever I
ahead
use Foundry.
and roll a will save.
Dang.
The blood's in the perfect spot, though.
True.
13 on the die for a 25.
All right, you succeed. You feel like you deserve more of the loot. But then you're like, wait a second. We're fine. What are you talking about?
Yeah. No, I'm not greedy at all.
Yeah, it's going to try and bite you again. Last action. Second attack. And that's just a miss. All right. Sinspawn, just to the south of Calliope, is going to try and...
Fuck it. Too late. Keep going.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I was going to use the reaction, but if this one hits me, I'll use the reaction there. So
Okay.
I was so focused on it using the reaction for the miss, parry, and riposte, whatever the 2e version of it is. And I've got
So
distracted.
that's only
for it.
that only works for just the first attack.
Yeah, no, I was so focused on that
I
other
see.
creature
Gotcha.
doing it that I forgot to do the reaction. But I'll do it if this one hits. So all good.
All right, it's going to try and bite you 3 times.
Ew.
Miss.
Hit, miss in that order.
Okay. On the first hit, it'll trigger her reaction, so you can
Ah, right.
resolve
Champion's
that
ability.
damage. Yes.
Okay. Damage is 6 points.
Okay. I don't know if I need to do that. Will save again, or if that's good, if I'm good for that. But
Nope, you need to roll that save again.
okay. That's a 16 on the die for a critical success.
Hey.
28.
Nice.
Unaffected. All right.
Yeah, so that'll trigger her Iron Command.
Yep.
Which will force the creature to drop prone or take 2d6 mental damage.
It will take 2d6.
Okay. It's probably immune to mental because that is how this feat has gone for me. That's 7 points of mental damage.
All right. It takes 2 points of damage.
All right. I was hoping it would die before that next hit resolved, but oh well.
You see, it blinks real hard.
I love the up.
And then the other hit. Where's the damage? There it is. Piper, you're gonna
Really
take
got him there for a second.
You're gonna take another 9 points of damage.
Bummer.
That's the end of that turn. Souffle, you're up, followed by another green spawn, and then Calliope to wrap round 2.
Green spawn.
Yep, I gave it away. Who'd have thought?
You say greed spawn?
Yep.
No,
Yeah,
he said
dang.
green.
I heard green. I was like, that doesn't
Yeah.
make sense, but sure.
Okay, so he gave it away twice.
Greedy.
Yeah.
They want that green, them greenbacks.
Greens.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Quick free action.
I'll take the dunce.
Yeah, I'll just
laughed.
kind of yell out to Calliope. It's like, going to make it difficult for them. Move, and I'll just hold my turn until after Calliope.
Okay.
Okay.
Do that. It is going to go to the greed spawn just to the west. It's gonna run right up to Calliope. Piling in on her. Let's see. Here's the attacks. 2 attacks. 2 bites. What? Oh. Nope. Oh yeah, that's right. Jesus. Brain, work harder. 1 crit miss, And another hit with the 24.
Fuck.
Fuck.
We got this.
Yeah, no, I'm just getting chewed up. But
11
that's
points
her
of damage
job. Oh,
to
man.
Calliope.
Okay.
It's the end of that one's turn, so Calliope, you are up, and then Silflay.
Yeah, hearing Silflay give that recommendation and just getting chomped on, she is going to stride up 15 feet diagonally up a little dais towards some stuff in the corner here, up to the northeast, trying to get away from that area, and she will reach into her pocket and pull something out, and then lay on hands herself.
Okay.
And that'll be her 3 actions.
Okay. All right, Silflay, you are up.
Okay. 1 action to move. Yeah, I'm just gonna walk up and this is my tomb, so be it. And I'm gonna increase my curse again, and I'm gonna drop another ash cloud here.
Hey, hey,
So 20-foot burst. So way to miss me. That should hit everybody. If I have to hit me, like I'm putting it down, but if I'm reading Foundry wrong and I need to pull it back to hit me, I'll do that.
Okay.
So just please correct me. Is that going to hit all of them, or do I need to move it 1 down and include me?
Nope, that'll touch all of their squares, minus you.
Okay. Yeah. So I
All right, here's
It
their
is in
fortitude
chat.
saves. Roll better, you fucks.
damage.
Oh, they're all smoky.
Damage is okay.
Oh,
It's going
yeah.
to be 18 points.
Rip Nugget critically failed again.
Nice.
Rook Nugget's going to take 36.
I'm
I
gonna
don't think
use
Rip
a
Nugget's
hero.
gonna live.
R.I.P. Nugget.
R.I.P. Nugget.
Thank you. I was like, nobody heard it. I can't
I
repeat
did
it.
not
It was
hear
really
it.
bad. It's really
I'm
bad.
sad that I didn't hear it.
Here's the dummy stick.
Okay, yeah, thank you.
with my moderate curse, I'm like, there's now this intense ash cloud that is kind of like billowed out from me. So I am dazzled, and everything, because the ash emanates out from me, everything within 10 feet is concealed.
Gotcha.
Crazy.
Greed 1, greed spawn succeeded. Also, so we'll take half. And the rest will take full damage. 1 dies.
Or the
Nope,
Rip
2
Nugget's actually
die.
Still alive.
3
Rip
die.
Nugget
That-
is hanging on by a thread.
By the time that resolves, I can't see anything because of the ash cloud has concealed everything in front of me and around me. So that is the entirety of my turn.
Okay.
Did that kill Stickfoot?
Oh, let me see. What did Stickfoot get? Stickfoot failed. Good
All 10
question.
feet.
Let's see. Damage to Stickfoot. Stickfoot dies, causing Rip Nugget to fall to the ground.
Nice.
How does fall damage work now? It's just 1 for
I
every
think
10
it's-
feet.
I think it's 6 damage for 10 feet, right?
D6 for every 10 feet.
Oh, 1d6.
Oh, is it D6?
Yeah.
I thought it was a flat damage.
I believe it's a D6 just flat per 10 feet, unless you have feats like Rip
That
does.
fall, then,
Hmm.
yeah. Ignore the first 10 feet of falling.
Okay. Let's see. I'm rolling damage. Woo! Close. Very
Damn it.
close.
Oh, it'd have been so
That would have been
poetic.
really funny.
He goes, ah! Ash! Oops, I didn't mean to do that.
Oh.
But he is prone and on his back on a desk around the corner that none of you can see
Oh,
because
man.
Souffle is surrounded by ash.
Yeah.
So, cool. That's awesome. What a cool way to kill this boss. Jesus. What the
Yeah, we're
fuck?
kind of wiping the floor with them a little bit.
Yeah.
Souffle is bombing the shit out of this room. That's perfect. Didn't shit besides get bit.
Lame. All right, Brip. What do you do?
All right. Brip. Oh, Brippity Brip. He's gonna walk forward or climb on the ceiling forward 15 feet.
Okay.
And 2 action. Oh. Oh, yep. And so while I'm doing that, I reload. Woo.
Okay.
2 action strike at Rib Nugget.
Okay.
7 on the die for 23.
Yep. That's a hit.
Still a hit. Zony taking off sneak attack though.
Does the conceal affect this at all?
I think
No.
he ignores it with Hunt Prey. It's
That's
target
awesome.
The whole time. Yeah.
That's awesome.
9
Fam,
damage.
fam.
9 damage. All right.
DiMaggio.
Describe your kill.
There
Nice.
it is.
So I imagine that Rip Nugget gets knocked off of his mount, and as he falls to the table, he kind of looks over and just realizes, oh, there's something up there, and then boom. As he sees Brip on the ceiling, he gets taken down.
Gets pinned to the table with an arrow.
Reminds me of like
Nice.
the lone stranger in Fallout 4, like the Vats Reaper dude that shows up.
Yes.
Damn.
Nice. You guys survived. Almost. Well, I mean, between Giddy and Calliope, you guys took a lot of damage.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
But Rip Nugget was definitely harried and unable to really do anything, which is
That
unfortunate.
wall of fire was key too.
Yes.
MVP.
10 plus damage to everybody right off.
Yep, no save
that
is
was good.
absurd. Paizo, fix that.
Yeah, that was
I mean,
kinda crazy.
you're walking through a wall of fire.
There's nothing
Yeah,
else that
yeah.
they can do.
Too
Wait
bad.
until it goes away.
After 10 rounds.
Yeah, it'll eventually go away. Just have a long conversation through a wall of fire. Brip's just sniping him off.
Okay, well,
Wow.
that's the end of the battle. Rip Nugget's lying there on top of this workbench that's covered in scrolls, and it's quiet in this workshop of sorts.
Calliope up from in the corner there has had that thing in her hand, but she is like has it up by her mouth, and hearing that it's like quieted down, she puts that thing back in her pocket and walks out around the corner just to re-engage the group. It's like, oh shit, she's gone smoky again. She'll like cover her mouth and like wade into the ash cloud and
Yeah, it's like Silent Hill up in this bitch.
yeah.
Right.
Like, yeah.
Yeah, Giddy's looking from the outside and it's just like, oh boy, what do we do? I don't remember how we fixed this last time.
Yeah. Silfly, can you hear us? Don't remember if she goes catatonic or not.
Mostly at this point, yeah.
Do we need to? I don't know. I'm not good at this. Somebody hold her hand and I don't know.
It's still all smoky, right? Or ashy?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all around, centered on
So we
Souffle.
can like can't really see what's going on.
Hold
Just
on a
like
minute.
try to find her in there and like, Silfly, calm down. It's okay.
I have an idea.
Yeah, and just like this ash It's like swirling around us in this wind tunnel kind of effect. Right? Or
Yes.
is it like still like just like dense ash that's like
It's
hanging in the air?
like dense ash that's continuing to fall.
Okay.
As I sit there, it will like fully cover me. So it's
Yeah.
not just like emanating from me anymore. It's
Mhm.
like just continuing to apparate all around me.
An aura of ash.
Oh, well, I needed some more of the loot anyway, so I feel fine using this. Giddy's gonna use a feather token to blow a gust of wind in front of him to clear out this ash.
Nice.
Oh, nice. That's cool.
That's cool. That's fun.
And they're all like, wow, we all get blown back.
Yeah, actually, you do need to make a save.
Okay, I was gonna say, don't we get fucked by this? Yeah.
You need to make a, I think it was a fortitude save.
At this point, Silflay, like, so when she does this, she's mostly catatonic. She's mostly useless. So I'm gonna choose to auto fail.
I literally just clicked and dropped my 10 feet down to 0. I was like, oh, I'm going to hit the floor. And you were like, I'm going to use this fan thing. I was like, shit. So I'm going to roll that fortitude save too.
That's a 19 for Calliope.
Ooh, 16 for Brip.
What does a failure do?
A fail, shoot, the item went away after I used it. I think it knocks you prone. I think if you critically fail, then it pushes you like some amount of space, but I think if you fail, it's just prone.
Yeah,
So
you
is
just
it
do
like a gust of wind?
Yeah.
Does it make the ash go away?
That's a good question.
I think it would blow it out temporarily, but based off last time, this was a time thing. So if you guys like drag Silflay into the corner, essentially, just had her obfuscate that area, and then you give her time, it will dissipate. Mechanically, I have to refocus to lower my curse.
I see. It's like I cannot remember how we solved this last time. But I think that would give just enough time for Giddy to walk in and try and shake Silflay maybe back into some form of consciousness.
Shake.
Yeah, she's just
Shake your buddy.
time. Need time.
Yeah, Brip or Calliope, help me get Silflay over here.
Let me get up. Oh,
Yeah, she could easily pick up her. Calliope grabs Silflay gingerly and picks her up and kind of sets her wherever Giddy is guiding her. To set her
I think
Probably like over there.
somewhere
Giddy
further
would
in the
probably
corner. Yeah.
point over there to where that gross statue thing is.
Yeah.
Yeah. And since now that whole area is concealed, we can't investigate that statue yet, but that's okay. Completely fine.
You could put me.
Completely
You
fine.
could put me down
No,
the
no.
hallway too.
Totally fine. I think that we would search the area and then rip Nugget first anyway.
True. I think Giddy has a particular inclination to go look at Rip Nugget's body.
Sure.
Yeah, Calliope
So this is the goblin who is responsible for my life, huh? Interesting. Weren't so frightening after all, were you?
Yeah, he's just laying there limp, splayed across the workbench, and you see the potion that was in his hand is fallen to the ground. Was in his hand is fallen to the ground next to his body, just kind of laid over it. He was wearing a breastplate and his dog slicer. He didn't even get a chance to pull it out. Still strapped to his side.
Well, I suppose you won't be needing some of this anymore, will ya?
Brip is kind of scan the room.
I think
yeah.
Giddy would try to take the dog slicer and the couple things of liquid he has on him.
Sure. You guys take the time to search the room. You find a decent collection of notes and books and scrolls and tablets. A lot of it is very well preserved. You immediately think of Brodert Quink, who may be or would be highly interested in all of this stuff. You think kind of sorting through it, finding out what might be worth it would probably take several hours, but there's stuff of worth here. Amid that, you find a ring, several other magical scrolls. I'll just reveal that to you guys now. Up in the north,
Cool.
on the desk. All of it is unidentified.
Ooh, a whole bunch of stuff.
Oh yeah.
Oh damn! Wow. Okay. Yeah.
Those are all rolls we're gonna make off camera.
Give it to me.
Yeah. Yeah. I think Calliope, with this new knowledge, is like mostly looking at the documents, and her Thessalonian weird ability all of a sudden to read a little bit more of this is she's kind of exploring that, looking at more of that stuff.
Sure.
Confused why she can understand it a little bit better. Not really sure, but trying to piece that out for the moment
Gotcha.
until Silflay becomes talkative again.
Yeah, how much time do you guys want to spend down here?
Does Silflay only need like 10 minutes to...
To reduce my curse by 1, to remove the concealment, yeah.
Okay.
I need 10 minutes.
Yeah, after that first 10 minutes, I think we would... Calliope would go look at that statue, because that thing looks creepy.
It's
Yeah,
not
so
the thing to the east where Silflay is?
Yes, correct, yes.
Not a statue,
Sorry
but
for
it looks
that.
like it
Them are
is
bodies.
several dead sin spawn.
Hmm. Okay.
Sponson.
Two of them to be precise.
They look recently dead, really dead.
You can roll a medicine check.
Okay, and I have something with that I will read after I roll the thing. Forensic acumen allows me to understand the principles of forensic medicine. Forensic medicine check on a body described under recall knowledge medicine. I can... Jesus, okay, there's so much more at the beginning of that. I can understand the cause of injury or death, such as... I know how they died. Sorry.
Okay, yeah, it looks like two of them have had grievous wounds from Rip Nugget's dog slicer. And it looks
fuck.
like they've been here for well, it's hard to really tell because they're not humanoid bodies. But at least 2 weeks is your best guess with that roll.
Okay. Interesting.
You wouldn't be surprised if it was for any longer.
Well, they're fresh. But maybe they'd... I don't know. I guess if they were summoned recently, that would make them fresh regardless.
You're mentioning this, and Silflay, like, all the ashes stopped, but because Silflay sat there long enough, she just looks like an ash snowman.
Yeah.
So as you're mentioning this, you see like bits of ash breaking off as like I'm moving my head a little bit, but I'm not moving enough to knock all the ash off.
Calliope kind of like brushes it off with her face a little bit so that she might be able to see, like clears out her little eye holes in her mask.
You have like ash mask over your mask.
Pretty much, yeah. Yeah.
Masks on masks.
You feeling better there, Silflay?
A little.
No rush. Take your time.
I assume we won then.
Yes, you did it all. Very, very well done. We'll take your time. Don't worry. We'll chat when you're finished.
Right.
Load up this stuff I found in the bag.
Yeah, I'm gonna put this armor from Rip Nugget in here too.
Don't
I
want
can't
to
wear it,
leave
but it looks
anything
special.
behind.
Surprised that that's all that's in here. Normally, these types of places, I feel like they have some sort of door hiding in them or something.
Well, yeah, we could have a little look around.
Yeah, Calliope would like to look at that other side too, where there is on the west side. There's another alcove opposite these sin spawns with a 7-pointed star on an elevated platform. So it's kind of altar-esque in a way. So investigate that with. I don't have
Sure,
occultism, which is probably the applicable skill, but
The arcane or occultism would work, but while you were talking or helping with Silflay, anybody that was over there in that alcove to the east, you noticed that it also bears the same 7-pointed star underneath the bodies of the two longer dead greed spawn.
Got it. It's a weight puzzle. Just got to add in the other bodies over there. It's going to open a secret door.
So I'll just say this. We're going to start getting into the research mechanics of the game.
ooh,
Yeah.
okay.
So of all the books and scrolls and all that stuff, you guys can spend some time reading through it, depending on what you're kind of looking to research and what you want to roll. Yeah.
Oh no, Brip can't read.
Oh no, he ain't got letters like that.
I ain't no
Never
frog
learned
language.
in the swamp.
Of the notes that you find, you see that it looks like the greed spawn were used by Rip Nugget to translate anything from Thessalonian to Varisian.
I see.
But you guys can essentially, if you can read Thessalonian, you can spend minimum 4 hours to recall knowledge about this stuff. And depending on how high you roll, you'll earn some points towards the research, and I can reveal some information.
Can we have Broderick Quink do it?
You can try, yes.
Yeah, there's not like too much to take out, right?
Handfuls and handfuls of books. You think it might take you, all of you with your hands full or packs full, you'd be able to carry back everything. Oh, sorry. No, it says it right here. It would require a cart to transport.
Well,
Looks at Iggy.
yeah.
I mean, there's lots of goblins in the other room. Silflay's not actually talking. That's me above the table.
Yeah.
She's just hanging out in the corner.
We should. I can read the majority of this. If I translate it, somebody might have better knowledge of what might be useful. But is that something we could do? Can we use Calliope's ability to read Thessalonian to have somebody else make a knowledge check?
Yeah.
Because I don't know that she would have that knowledge.
Sure, yeah, you guys can kind of work together to do it.
Yeah, it seems like there's definitely something of value here, but I can't carry it all out.
I suppose, I mean, if there's anything mentioning maybe, well, what was Ripnugget trying to accomplish, you know?
I seem to have missed something. I apologize. Give me 1 second.
We don't know. We just knew he was here. Ultimately, I don't know. Maybe he was just one of many. Not necessarily in a linear form of chain of command, but
I wonder. I wonder if maybe there's anything in here that tells us about what those creatures were. You know, maybe anything about where they come from. Because I have a feeling if we find out that, maybe we'll be able to figure out what he was trying to do.
yeah, right.
Any ideas, Britt?
Sorry, I got lost in this page. It's outlining some. Seems like a recipe for pancakes. I don't know why this is in here. This seems not
Sorry.
important.
Sorry, Giddy, I wasn't listening. I was looking at all the stuff in this room.
I suppose that's fair. Well,
I don't have much to offer with researching books.
unfortunately, I don't either, since these are mostly written in Thessalonian or whatever. So,
Well, I can read them out loud and do my best, but then hopefully you can tell me what might be important.
So Flay spent a lot of time in this corner. Is there anything does anything catch your eye that hasn't been said so far?
I mean, the runes seem to be arcane in nature.
Okay. Might be worth the increased DC to go occultism. That's how different my arcana is. There's no encounter. So, oh, no, okay. Let me go to skills elsewhere. We will risk the increased DC.
All right, that is enough for you to take 10 minutes to kind of read the runes and get a feel for any dissipated magics. You feel like there is some magic resonating, but very, very faint. You realize that the platforms, both of them, are defunct teleporters. And you think that they could be restored in a limited capacity if a source of power could be focused in on them.
I kind of look up as I've been just zoning out over in the corner, and since Brip is closest to me, I just... Hey, Brip.
Yeah?
These runes over here, I think they're teleporters.
Teleporters.
Yeah.
Whoa.
There's still some magic to them, but they're not active. I wonder if Ripnugget was trying to activate them. I don't know where they would go though.
Why would you want to teleport across the room?
That's a good question. I think it's further than that, but this is magic I've read about, not really one that I've encountered. So I don't know, but I think maybe he was trying to teleport something either here or to somewhere else.
Huh.
I wonder Didn't Longfingers mention something about creatures underneath?
Mm-hmm. He did.
Do you think maybe these things that were with Rip Nugget might have been those creatures?
They certainly look like they could be from the Docklands.
What if Rip Nugget was trying to teleport those things up here?
Oh, maybe that's how they got here. Or maybe maybe one of these teleporters is closer to Sandpoint.
That was my other fear.
He could be amassing an army.
At least I think we might have stopped at least that much, but hold on a minute. I'm gonna check something over here. He's gonna run over to the other teleporter in the room.
Sure.
And he's gonna try to figure out how to activate it.
You can roll and where is it?
Let's watch this become Galaxy Quest. Giddy does teleport, but inside out.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. What do you want to roll for that?
I was thinking occultism.
That's such a good movie and score.
Yeah.
I love that. While this is going on, Calliope has also done a recall knowledge with Arcana to try to identify what these greed spawn are so that she knows what they are. That can resolve whenever.
We just got another card played by Legend of Reps.
Oh, shit.
Oh, pew, pew, pew.
Late game right there.
Oops, loud noises. Giddy, as you kind of stumble over to, maybe you miss a step or something, you knock into one of the benches, and everything on top goes clattering to the ground, echoing in the workshop here and further to the south in the darkness beyond.
Ah, shit.
If anything was nearby or lurking, you know that they'd be alerted.
Uh-oh.
Fool of a tuck.
But with your occultism check,
Most of the goblins are gone, so I don't know what could be left in here.
yeah, it looks like these runes are, or these teleportation circles are completely defunct, and they need something. If you were to reactivate them, they need some kind of source of arcane or occult power of some kind.
Like blood.
Blood.
Blood. Blood for the blood gods.
Oh god.
We're bending genre now.
What if
It's a good song by Ben Quad.
Giddy's gonna take out one of the garnets from the last place we were, and one of the bigger ones, and set it on the teleporter.
Okay. You do so. Nothing seems to happen after a few moments.
Ah, well, that was worth a shot. Find out what happens next time on the next episode of Whispers of Doom.
He looks directly at the camera.
Looks directly at the camera.
That's not a bad point to call it. So let's let's
Screw you and your fourth wall.
Giddy looks over and says, "Well, I tried." Yeah, that's it for episode 48 of this. We'll find out if anything was alerted by that loud noise next time. So join us next Monday for more shenanigans. Thanks, everybody. And don't forget to
Shenaniganeries.
live by the
By the
die.
die. By the die.
I got
They have a
distracted
cave
by the
troll.
nannies. Yeah, they have a cave troll.
Shenanigans. We all love a good round of shenanigans.
Oh God.
Whoa, nanny, nanny, and a ho, ho,
Nanneries.
ho. All right, everybody,
Oh,
take
boy.
care.
Yeah, it's like, did we go